All right. Thank you for joining me for the top 7 rock cuts of this week. So let's check out this one. As you can already see, some very cool patterns going on from the outside. Some multicolor banding, and most of it is, as you can see, a dark red or burgundy. So let's see what it looks like on the inside. Oh, that's pretty cool. Big swoops. Very nice banding. Mostly red like the outside, but it also goes into some yellow and pink with a little bit of dendrite patterns there towards the bottom in the red, and then the eye in the center of those bands is mostly white. And the other side here, there's some ugly saw marks there that will come out with some effort, but a really cool one. All right, let's check this one out. So again, dark red on the outside, but some yellow banding showing through. Some interesting little caves on that side there. Let's see what the inside looks like. Oh, that's really nice. So this is a Wonderstone or a Rhyolite, but really unique kind of patterns here. Let's take a closer look at each of the sides. So you can see towards the right there, there's an eye kind of in the center there with some banding going out, and then lots of interesting pattern on the other side there. Just lots of little inclusions and other things going on. And this side, you can see that eye on the right side a little bit clearer, and then some interesting banding going on the left side. But this will be interesting to polish and see what it looks like. All right, let's check out this one. So this is definitely what I would call a potato rock. Nice size and shape. You can see from the outside it's got beat up quite a bit over time, but interesting colors. Oh, that's really nice. So we have some banding going on, but a really nice light greenish color that goes down to some pink or peach at the bottom, and there's some black veins that are running through that green as well as maybe some light brown there, but very cool. Okay, let's check out this rock. So this is a piece from that large chunk that I've done a video on, and I've shown some other pieces from. So I broke it into some smaller pieces and cut some of them to see what they looked like. So let's take a look. Oh, that is nice. So like many of the other pieces, this is very nice. So I would call this Lahontan Jasper. It has some of the hallmarks of that with these red kind of dendrite patterns, some of the white there as well. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at these individual pieces, but really pretty. The reds and the whites, and there's some browns and yellows, and then even some kind of light pinks there. Let's take a look at the other side, and this side's a little bit bigger, so you can see a little bit more of the pattern there, but this is another cool one and a bit different from the other pieces from that chunk. Okay, let's take a look at this one. So you can see from the outside already that this one looks a little bit different than many that I find, because it has kind of a purple and yellow or orange showing through on the outside. So I was hoping it carried through to the inside, and it does. So that's kind of what I would call a sunset palette for the color. Some of the red and white is there around the perimeter, but then it goes into some pinks and yellows, and it's actually made up of a bunch of different little stones that are inclusions there. Some of those might be little crystals, but very pretty. It'll be interesting to see how this polishes or does not polish up. Okay, let's check this one out. So we've got some red and a little bit of yellow, as well as some desert patina showing through, but on this side here we can see a lot of banding and some white and lighter colors. So I was hoping it carried through to the inside, and that pattern we just saw on the outside actually really does carry throughout the rock here. So those saw marks, the little black marks there, will polish out with some work, but you can see that there's some really pretty banding there and kind of some Lahontan jasper in the center of that, in the white, with the white and the red dendrite patterns kind of stuck in the middle of that Wonderstone. So a really unique piece, and with all the little pieces of different patterns, I think this should be really interesting polished up. So there's another look on the outside there of that pattern, and it really did pretty much carry through like that. So very cool. Doesn't always happen that way. Let's take a little bit of a closer look at some of that pattern, but just really nice. All right, and rounding out the 7, we have another piece here. You can see some nice pattern showing through. This is actually yet another chunk from that big piece I was talking about before. So we've already seen one piece from that rock on this video. So let's check out what this one looks like. The other one looked pretty nice, and this one does too, although it's quite different. So this is what I'd call maybe a dark Wonderstone. It's a banded rhyolite, and we have an interesting kind of lighter white center that interrupts that red eye and the banding extending out from there, that has some small yellow and brown inclusions. We get more of the eye on this side and some really nice banding and a smaller eye out there as well. But thanks for checking these out. Make sure to like and subscribe and let me know what you want to see more of, and I will see you next time.